Thomas Edward. That's me, that is. And this is Noel. And if you've watched the Meet Noel introduction about a week ago, we walked round him and we just bought him for a bargain price, one of the cheapest 160s in the country. So this is Noel. And he's not really been out because he's not a daily or anything. He's just been waiting for something we've been getting for him. So as you might have seen, or actually we will see coming up, we went on a bit of a road trip, rented a van, and went and picked up a few goodies. What I'm just about to show you. So stay there a minute now, and we'll show you what we got. Oh, come in, hold on. Oh, didn't see it. Oh, I'm in the back anyway. I'm in the back of the van, and this is where it's going to be all covered in lovely ZR parts. So I've got some rope, and I've got some blankets. Got to pad everything out. You know, got pro stuff, pro setup. And look, come over here. Look, showbiz. I've got me coat hung up. Look, ready, like Thomas Edward on the road as we know it. You see. So we can have a tour. Eventually we'll have one of these vans with big airline seats in the back so we can chill out and have a driver, and then I can hang my coat up. Yeah, pro stuff with Thomas Edward. So that's what, anyway, next time you see this, it will have loads of car parks. Someone got a tool bag with us, because even though I'm a tool, you've got to have some tools with you as well, because it makes, you know, the right tools for the right job. Oh, didn't see you there. Oh, it's a bit loud, but come with me. I've got something to show you. We've been and picked up what we wanted, some ZR goodies, and just in here, you might not be able to see. Oh, you might not be able to see this, but there's a few wheels on back here, and under here. Hold on. Oh, look at that, Xpower Grey. Oh, and I think, oh, that's a fog light there. So, oh, is it fog light? Oh, maybe it is a fog light. I think that's the front bumper of an Xpower Grey ZR front bumper. And there's a back bumper underneath there. And then there's 8 sets of wheels, 4 straights for Noel. And there's 4 hairpins, what we're going to use as some winter tyres for JJ and Gordon. And then, what else have we got? We got some arch liners. Right, so, as you can see here, look at all my goodies. Look, I've got all these wonderful bits from my friend Maddie. We went and got it. She had a 160 in, same colour, Xpower Grey. And she saved these bits because the shell was shot and she was going to scrap it quite soon. And she said, oh, I've got these bits, do you want them? I was like, yeah, we'll have them. So we've got here, we've got a bumper, front bumper. Really nice. It's just got what Maddie told us, they've got a bit of a mark there, and it's got a bit of a mark around there somewhere. Oh no, I think it's just along there, that's that bumper. So just got a mark, needs a new badge on it, but we've got one of them. That's really nice, because if you remember the old one, it's got that big, nasty crash sort of bruise on it, from where he hit a bank in the snow, but he's got a nice brand new one now, and we've got some fogs in it, with some surrounds. Those fogs are like 15 quid a piece sometimes, so the good deal there. And then we've got here, hiding behind it, you might not be able to see, we've got some straights. Now they are a bit pitted and a few got curbs on, but we might refurbish these and make them a lot better. But for now, they'll look a hell of a lot better than those chavvy black ones we've got. But also they've got good tread on, because Noel's been a bit of a fast lane boy, and he's got a bit worn on the back, so we've got to swap them round. that actually is today's job. You'll see me do that today. And then over here, got another back bumper, 160, with a 160 surround on it for the exhaust. And this he's got, oh, my muff's coming off. Oh, hold on, I'll just reattach that. It's marked here, but it's nothing. If you remember an ours, big scuffer along here, and it got a scuff there on ours, but this is hell of a lot better than ours. So that's good. And then we got what we weren't going to buy originally, but then we went, no, let's go for it. Is a complete boot and with wing, because an ours, it's all rusty down there and it's rusty there, and it's got a blister down the side of the window here, and this has only got rust around the boot. And we were going to say we were going to repair ours, but for it's too good not to go away without this, so we got it. And we'll swap over all the either our wing, if it's better than this one, we'll swap them around. We'll see what we do with it really. It needs a new badge on it. And that's about it. And I think it's hiding off camera somewhere. I think they're in the back of Noel. There's some arch liners. We've got some new arch liners, and we've got a spare wheel and a original jack in its foam, and something for the engine. What I'll show you later. A finishing touch. So yeah, let's get jacking up Noel and get these new wheels on. Right, so I've got Noel jacked up on my 3-ton jack. It's not the best sort of jacking material, but it's a wide jack and it's a strong jack, and we've got something chocked on the back wheel, stop it going back. And I'm going to do each corner. I'd know if I was on the flatter ground, I'd jack it up on the front subframe and jack it up on the back and just pick the front up, but because it's anyway, so I've jacked him up on the corners. That's what I do, and you can tell with a ZR. I always found this amusing when I first got one. It's such a stiff chassis. Well, it's so stiff on back, it always picks the back wheel up when you jack up the corners. So anyway, so I've cracked them off before I jacked it up, and I'll just take it off and put a new one on, like. And these are interesting. They've actually got, because they're 160s, when you do 104s, 1400s of these are little chrome things, and they're a pain, and they unshape the cells, so you always ended up going to the scrapyard getting more, and these are actually proper solid, like metal ones, you know, or steel, or whatever they are. So put them in the cap there. Now with these new silver wheels, we haven't got any silver caps with them, so we'll have to get them, or we'll spray that one silver and put a new badge on it. Don't know yet, I haven't decided. Or I think you do see online, I think people do mint straight centre caps with really nice badges on. So we'll do that maybe. And then you know what I forgot? Silly me, I forgot my copper grease. So when they go back on, they're going to have no copper grease. There we go. It's one wheel off. Yeah. Oh, it's dead shiny on the back. Wheel that off. These have actually got good tread on. They haven't got too bad a tread. They are going, but they actually aren't too bad. We could still use them as a spare. Now to get them tuck off and put them on the new ones. So now, what I'm going to do before I put a wheel on, I'm just going to go in the boot here and pull something off I wanted to put off for a long time. Do that one. We get me Tang Tools 3/8 drive, and we take these nasty Chav Rally rod flaps or whatever they're meant to be. What is it? 10 mil, do you think? I'll see, I've got me 10 mil. See, everyone loses them. I've still got them. Oh no, even smaller. See, an 8. Oh yeah. See, I've had that since I was 14, that, and now I'm 24, see? Always look after your tools, never smash your tools up, because you never know when you most need them. And if you buy quality, like Tang Tools, you know you're going to get the lasting, no, they're going to last forever. It's like buying Snap-on, because they come with a lifetime warranty. So let's have a look and see. If I was a Yank now, they would have a little Milwaukee like, wait, and it'd be off. But if you're a Brit, you just have a socket set. So when you're going round corners of these flaps, because they're brittle, they're not like soft rubber. They bottom out on the road, and you're like, it's like, what the hell is that? And it's the flaps. And if you live in the country like we do, every bump you're hitting them all the time. Oh, a bit tight. That's gone a bit tight. Oh, looks like he's actually got like body work there, like a self-tapper. Unless that's always there, but I don't think that's always there. There you go. And then if we were going to take the skirt off, we'd take that bit off there and take that liner out. So yeah, one flap come off, and all I can say is bye-bye. Right, let's get a wheel on it. When we first got these, we thought they are a bit scored. You can actually see they were a bit scored. So they might need some new discs, but for now it's not really getting driven that much. And it's got a bit of surface rust, and a previous owner got in touch and said, oh, he had a bit of rust underneath, and it has, but it's not that bad. It'll clean up. Anything can be cleaned up, you know, it's only rust. That's what my dad always said, it's only rust, you can clean it up, you know. Because I just think the good old lads back in the day, they clean anything up, they wouldn't buy new, they just fix what they got, so you know. What's the point of being a garage queen when you can just use it? So let me go and find a wheel. So tell you what, it's that wheel of dealers this, Ed China, or however that new chap is. No, Ed China was the better man. You know, the new man, I think he's an ex-cop mechanic. You know, it's like, and he gets Mike to go out, gets his monkey, his monkey's a garage man, but pretty much Mike goes running around, getting bits like this, and he comes back with all these like, look what I got, Ed, look what I got. There you go, here's a new one. Oh, what was that other thing where he say, this is one I made earlier? That kind of shenanigans. Wow, look at that. Wow, where's my bits? So now I'll put this on, but now you'd be commenting like, oh, you're going to torque them up, you're going to torque them up. And the question to that is no, because I haven't got a torque wrench with me. And secondly, if you've got a feel for something, you can put anything on, as long as you don't over tighten them. I have done in the past. When I was younger, I've tightened stuff up and snapped bolts and snap wheel studs and stuff. But if you got a feel for something, and I've got one of those adjustable breaker bars, so you just adjust it to the shortest length, and you can't over tighten them. They're enough. And even if they do slightly come undone, like, next day you just nip them up again, you know. So, you know, if you're out in the bush, you don't bring a torque wrench over. You just got a crack bar and your sockets, and you just do it. So, you know, all those keyboard warriors, don't say anything, because I've just told you why I'm not using one. And also, pro tip of the day, go diagonally. So I'll start here, tighten this one up. Everyone should know that, but I've seen a lot of people don't do it. And you go diagonally, so I've gone right to left. And I'll go up there. I might know, we'll go down there actually. I feel rain in the air. Hope it's not going to chuck it down. Won't be good. When it's dropped down on the floor, we'll give it a good tighten as well, but on a short length, like I've just said. But just tighten up it enough to so we can drop it. I think I've done all of them there. Oh, my socket. And this is another tool. This breaker bar I've had since I was about 14, 15. I think my dad got it for me for Christmas. See, look after your tools. You never know when you need them. There you go, I need a dust cap on it there. But it's good that. Now, I should say in these tyres, it's the size, the proper size is a 205, 45, 17, you know. But people like to put 215s on them, and we've actually got 215s in these new silver ones. So the 215s have to go on the back, because the 215s won't fit the front. It's the turret, the suspension turret. So the 205s are put on the front and then swap them around. But eventually it will put 205s on the front and put 215s on the back, because they can fit on the back, because they're not moving. You know, when you got 215s on the front, they're turning like that and they're hitting the struts. So 250, but eventually we'll buy 205s all round, so it's proper OEM setup. I think people put 215s on because it doesn't have this lip here is different. You know, it's flush with the alloy. This is, you see, it's got a bit of a lip in it. People do that, but tell you what, it was built OEM, so it will go back OEM. That's how I look at it. Nice and slow. And that's it. I'll maybe put you on a time lapse, and we'll do all four, because I think it's raining. I think it's starting to rain. So we'll get you on I haven't got a tripod, we'll get you on a stack of wheels, put a time lapse on, and we'll jack this up and take all the flaps off and put new wheels on. And when you see me back, we'll have shiny wheels, well, shiny-ish wheels with a black centre. So see you in a minute. We're about 2 days, no, not even 2 days, maybe a week later now, because last time I saw you, when I was doing the wheels, it rained. So we had to go home, but it's a good job we did go home, because since then we've put the wheels put on, these silver ones. Some of the tread on them were a bit bald and a bit legal. So we had some good tyres on the black ones that we took off, if you remember, and we put them and we swapped them over, so they got good tyres on. And we've also, but I'll show you in a bit, we've been doing a bit of spraying where there was caps and they were black, and we sprayed them the proper colour, so you'll see them in a bit. But we're just going to do this last wheel here and put the silver wheel on here with a good, it's got a good tyre on. We swapped it over because the other tyre was a bit shot, and take this last whatever that is, flap thing off. Oh, it's a pain in you. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do that today. So I'll get jacked up. I'll see you in a minute. I've just quickly took that wheel off and took that stupid flap off, and it's got loads of sand sat behind it. And so I've got the new wheel here, with the new wheel on. What's better than it was, and it's a bit curved, but we knew that when we got them. But they're a lot better than the black ones. So and I tell you what, a week later, and I've still forgotten me copper grease. Oh, what a tool, eh? Forgot it again. So you go out the house and you're like, right, I've got my tools, I've got my jack, I've got my gloves, I've got my hat, and then you go and forget the copper grease every time. Don't know why I do that. There we go. So when these wheels come off again, probably in a few months' time, probably before it goes in storage, you might copper grease everything up. I think that may be the way of doing it, because we're obviously we're not having a good time at the moment forgetting it. But when I used to have a garage back at my old house, the copper grease was always in the cupboard, so you'd always be near it. But now we have to work outside now. Yeah, you always got 100 things you need to remember. It's a bit of a nuisance, really, but you know. These challenges are given to triers, or whatever the tale is, can't remember. So when this is put back on and let it down, I'll show you the really shiny bits we got to finish this sequence of the first Noel's restoration build video, or whatever I'm going to call it. I don't know yet. Whatever the title is when this video is, what it'll be called. I haven't decided yet, but this will be the this will be the first build video. And then there actually is we're actually filming 2 videos today. So the next video, what you see, part 2, what will be a month's time, will be filmed today as well. So we've got something that exciting, a bit of a hint, a bit of body work to be done, but I won't tell you what it is. And then, because the plan is, we know it will go into storage soon, probably a couple of months' time, because we've got too many other projects to do. But he'll probably come out again, maybe back end of this year again, and like late summer, and we'll do something with him. Don't know, we haven't decided what to do yet. But if we can get him somewhat looking okay, we know we've done a bit of work on him, and so when we pull him back out again, he's we don't have to do as much. But I think there's a few engine bits we've got to do and suspension bits. Yeah, as much. I think that's a Beavers and Butthead episode where they go to the speech therapists. I'm sure there's a few people who remember them. So I'll go and get these silver caps. So I've got my caps. We've sprayed them. Now they're not the best. They need redoing again, but we didn't have a lot of time. The weather's been a bit cold for spraying. So they've gone a bit. Some have gone a bit bubbly, as you can see. We need to get badges for them. But for this video, and to show the silver wheels, the silver sensors, what are not black, it was something we had to do. So, but probably after this video I might pull them off and take them home and respray them again. But for now, we'll just put one on. And I learnt the other day, looking at when I pull these off, where you flick them off in that bit there. Now, in the actual wheel, there actually is an indentation there, and that's where they're meant to go. So you can put them there and you can flick them off, but it's not the proper way. So I didn't know there was an indentation on the wheel there. So that's one. Looks semi better. It's got dirt in the wheel. Probably when it was a bit shiny, it'd probably stand out a bit better. So thanks for watching. Oh no, I tell you what, we forgot something. I've got to go and find it. There's a finishing touch, what I told you about for the engine. Oh, where is it? So I've just been in my container and found the finishing touch of a cam cover. Well, it's actually a cover your spark plugs really. And then, you know, it's got 16 valve twin cam on. They're all the same, all the 1.4s, they've got the same ones. You get them all through 25 range, all 200 range, all got one of them on. I think when they put 160s in a Lotus Elise, I think it said Lotus on that bit. Because I've seen like a Lotus bit. Might be wrong there, but I think I've seen something like that. It's a finishing touch for the video. I said at the beginning I had a special thing what we got to fit to Noel, and that's it. Backhoe set. One of the best little sets ever. It'll put somewhat poshness to a somewhat dilapidated engine like look. one sort of complete engine. Imagine one day when it has a full detail and we get all the aluminium back to what it should look like and all the paintwork, you know, it should be alright. We need a next drop us a comment if you have a 160 airbox. I'd really like one. And if you want a cone, drop a comment if you want an old cone, but otherwise I'm going to chuck it in the bin. But we do need a 160 box if anyone's got one. And also if it isn't a fortune. Because everyone thinks they're worth 50 quid on eBay just for a plastic airbox. And all it is, it's a bit more bigger diameter than a 1.4 airbox. But yeah, we really need one of them. And then it will purr like a kitten, and it won't growl like a tiger. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this first build video of putting the wheels on, taking the hobble flaps off, putting centre caps on and putting that centre touch in there, so it's somewhat finished. And I hope to see you again next time, where we're going to do a bit of body work, hopefully. I can't tell you what, but we're going to do a bit of body work and a few other little bits and bobs. And if you like this video of Noel's build back to an OEM like machine again, give us a like and give us a subscribe and drop a comment below. Always love to see comments. I know a lot of you own these and own similar colours to these as well, an Xpower Grey one, or just own ZRs in general. Drop us a comment and remember to click that big bell. Ding!